we're looking at 207 acres in Peoria County. This farm has it all. It's got a cabin, lakes, deer hunting, waterfowl hunting. But the first thing that I want to talk about is the location of this farm. It's as close to Peoria as we've ever listed a farm. It's only 15 minutes or so, kind of west-southwest of the Grand Prairie Mall, which is on the north side of Peoria. If you're familiar with Peoria, you head west on Interstate 74 to the Kickapoo exit, which is the first exit west of Peoria, and it's about 5 miles or so south-southwest of there. So it's super close to Peoria. Farms in this area just don't come available that often. The next thing I want to talk about is the cabin. It's one of the coolest setups that I've ever seen. It sits maybe a half mile or so off the main road, so it's really private. It's an A-frame, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, fully furnished, sits on the water, so it's a super cool setup. The water's got a dock out there, which is right in front of an outdoor kitchen grill type area. So just a super cool setup. The inside of it is as nice as any cabin that I've seen. The detail is awesome. It's kind of a log cabin type feel. And again, it comes fully furnished and not a penny was spared in making this thing. I mean, they chose all the best options. They went with geothermal heat, geothermal air, geothermal water, which they draw out of the lake. I think it's even cleaner than the city water of Peoria. So the cabin is awesome. And again, not a penny was spared in making this thing. Moving forward, the fishing on this farm is as good as it gets, really. There's 3 lakes on the property, and each one kind of offers something a little different. Nate Herman of Herman Brothers Pond Management actually stocked and currently manages the farm. So he's really at the top of the industry with regards to fishing. I've seen pictures and I've talked to Nate about the place, and the lakes are just loaded with big fish. I think there's everything in there: largemouth, smallmouth, crappie, hybrid bluegill, red-eared bluegill, regular bluegill, even walleye, and even some muskie. So the place has got everything, and talking to Nate and seeing the pictures, the fishing on those 3 lakes is really tough to beat. The last thing I want to talk about is the hunting on this property. I know you don't have to sell whitetail hunting too hard in Peoria County, Illinois. It's one of the best counties to hunt whitetail really in the world. But this farm is set up exceptionally cool for whitetail hunting. Most of the timber's in the back of the farm, a big block, so nothing you do up front at the cabin or in the lakes is going to disrupt any of the deer. There's trails all throughout for easy access, quiet access. There's a food plot just out front, which kind of draws all the deer out. I've seen some of the deer out there, and I've seen some that have killed, and the whitetail hunting there is about as good as it gets. So, moving back a little closer to the middle of the farm, there's a bunch of opportunities there. Right now it's mainly in kind of prairie native grasses, but there's a couple spots where you can do pretty much anything you want. They're pretty flat and pretty big, pretty plantable. I mean big in the 8 to 10 acre range. I know right now our plans are for this coming spring to get one of them into sunflowers for a dove plot, which should be really good. You got trees real close by, you got water real close by, so it should be a very successful field there. I think on the other field we're going to do some sorghum to do some upland game releases, some pheasants, some quail, things like that. But again, really you can do whatever you want there. So a lot of opportunities for hunting. You got the lakes with the fishing, the cabin, all of it kind of set off the road, really private, and in an area really where farms don't come available that often. So super close to Peoria, just really rare. So if you'd like to take a look, give me a call. My cell number is 309-256-0999. Check out more pictures and hopefully some more videos here to come on our website at www.illinoislandcompany.com. And that was our video for the 207 acres in Peoria County. Thanks for watching.